Sam, as a modern-day prophet, warns us of what is undermining God's church. The secret lives of those who struggle with pornography limits one's full involvement in any spiritual community. God has made clear his church's significance in one's spiritual maturing and in the spiritual war each of us are a part of. Let's open up our hearts to what Sam has to say.
About 30 million people who used to go to church no longer attend. Pastors are seeing this in the pews. Churches that were packed out 20 years ago are now half empty. Reliable volunteers are harder to find. Pastors are stumped. They're preaching God's word. They're offering wonderful children's program, community outreach, small group ministries, and more. But their churches keep shrinking. I believe pornography is undermining the local church. Pornography is not only hurting the spiritual lives of individuals, it is also undermining the ministries to which you are dedicating so much of your time and effort. Pornography is impacting every ministry of the local church, from children and teen ministries to adult and marriage ministries. You might be asking, how can this be? We teach children Bible stories through children's ministry. Meanwhile, never before in human history has so much inappropriate content been so available to so many children with so few restrictions. 90% of boys and 63% of girls will see pornography. And surveys show that the average age of first exposure is somewhere between the ages of 8 and 12, depending on the study you're looking at. Today, it's not if a child will see pornography, but when. And will they be prepared by their parents, by the church? Our churches host marriage seminars, classes, Valentine's Day nights, and weekend retreats, yet pornography is a major contributing factor in more than half of divorces today. We host men's breakfasts and guys' steak nights out. We host women's retreats and Bible studies. They're all being undermined by pornography because 2/3 of men and 1/3 of women in the church say they have an ongoing struggle with porn. Many men aren't just struggling with lust. They are struggling with addiction. A Barna study showed that of men 18 to 30, 36% of them are watching pornography daily. 37% of men of all ages say they're watching pornography multiple times per week. An online survey of women found that 14% said they watch porn several times per week and 18% said they watch it weekly. When the church fails to address pornography, we spin our wheels. Pornography is pernicious, and it erodes the foundations of our faith. In reviewing several studies, researchers found that an increase in pornography use is significantly related to reduced church attendance, diminished faith, lessened prayer frequency, diminished feelings of closeness to God, an increase in religious doubts. Now, it might seem elementary that pornography use is stripping the local church of possible teachers, volunteers, and leaders. A University of Oklahoma study put this reasoning to the test and found that the more frequently someone viewed pornography, the less likely they held a leadership position or served on a committee in their church over the next 6 years. At the same time, porn use increased their religious doubts. The horizon looks troubling for Christian leadership as well. The Freedom Fight surveyed Christian college students who said their faith was very important to them. And of this group, 89% of college men who were involved in collegiate ministries said they watched pornography. 63% said they watched porn weekly, and 51% of these future Christian leaders said they believed they were addicted to pornography. But please don't assume those who serve are unscathed by pornography. Some people who struggle with porn and sex spend more time serving in the church just to feel better about their sin. Not just to feel better, but they think, if I can serve more, then maybe my sin won't feel so bad. Maybe that I've acted out with pornography. Now I don't have to carry so much guilt if I just serve the church just a little bit more. If I do better with my family, if I serve in my community more, I can make up for this sin. But Jesus doesn't call us to make up for a sin. He did that for us. And He's calling us to something higher. But as porn has become more accepted throughout Western society, fewer Christians today find porn sinful. More men and women who self-identify as religious are saying porn is okay, and they are doing it at an accelerated rate. In 2017, 16% of Americans who claimed religion is very important also said porn is morally acceptable. In just 1 year, that number rose 6 percentage points, and by the end of 2018, 22% said it was morally acceptable. Among Republicans, 16% said porn was morally acceptable in 2011, and in 2018, 27% said it was okay to watch porn. Among Democrats, 32% said porn is moral in 2011, and 53% said the same in 2018, more than half. Of all Americans, 43% say watching porn is morally acceptable, up 7% from the prior year. Though 69% of pastors say porn has adversely impacted their church, yet only 7% of churches are offering any help at all. So if porn is weakening the faith of the people in your church and undermining the church itself, how do you fight back? That's what this series is all about. So buckle up. This won't be easy, but it's something that must be done.